This will be the final guide for the Lumbridge Achievement Diaries, as there is no elite task set. The only quest required is that you'll need to complete a cook's assistant. As for the skills, players will need 60 fire making, 59 magic, 57 rune crafting, 50 crafting and cooking, along with 45 prayer and 40 smithing. You will need a ton of items. In fact, 5 mithril bars, 1 uncut ruby, gold ore, 8 fire runes, a staff of air, cosmic rune, water talisman, a full inventory of pure or rune essence, an egg, pot of flour, bucket of milk, chocolate bar, and a cake tin. Keep in mind that the items that do end with a star, players are able to get along while they are following this guide. From the Lumbridge lodestone, you'll want to go a little bit west and climb up the ladder. Climb up again, go south, and you'll want to right click your U-log and collect light. Next, go down the ladder, go down again, and we'll be going north to the furnace. But there is a couple items we will actually need from the general store. So open the door and Trye the shopkeeper. We will be buying a cake tin, a jug, and shears if it is not on your tool belt, although most likely it will be. Now go to the furnace and fill the jug of water. Click on the furnace or use the gold ore on the furnace to make the gold bar. Once that is done, craft the uncut ruby. Now use the gold bar back on the furnace, and on the bottom left, you want to do casting metals and ore and make sure you make the ruby amulet. Then make your way to Farmer Fred's farm. There should be an egg on the floor. It's not necessarily in this exact tile. It just moves around from time to time. Then you want to go a little bit west, right to the shear sheep, and we'll actually be wanting to right click or left click shear to get their wool. It may take a couple of tries, but once you do finally get it, you'll want to make your way back to the Lumbridge lodestone. Keep in mind, you have to do the white sheep. The black sheep will give you black wool, which will not work for this achievement. From the lodestone, go west towards the castle, and we'll be going up 1 floor, so only left click the staircase once. From here, go north a little bit, and this spinning wheel is on the south wall, so if you want, you can change your camera angle a little bit to make the ball of wool. Then use the ball of wool on the ruby amulet, go to your magic tab, and you'll want to find this spell right here, the level 3 enchantment. Click on the ruby amulet, and you should be making the amulet of strength, completing the achievement. Now, go back down, go east, go north, and you can actually do this with 56 magic instead of 59 with a wizard mind bomb, and that's to cast the fire blast spell on the training dummy just at the combat academy, and voila. Next, we'll be going east, once you are at the cow pen, you want to open the door, and there should be a bucket right by the super cow, in which case you want to pick up the bucket, and to the west, you want to milk a dairy cow. Once you have the bucket of milk, teleport back to the Lumbridge lodestone, and or teleport whichever way. I included this part because There is a couple of Iron Man players that do watch this, and you can't really get a bucket of milk quickly unless you have started Recipe for Disaster and or some additional prep before this, in which case I try to minimize that as much as possible, and we'll be going to the cooking range. So click on the cake tin, make the uncooked cake. Once you have that, use on the cooking range to make the cake. Hopefully you do not burn this. Then right click your chocolate bar and use, and you should get the achievement. Hopefully you did not accidentally eat the cake, burn the cake, or eat the chocolate bar. Now go to your prayer spell book, and we'll be looking for Mystic Might, which is pretty much right here, this icon. Enter the church, click on the altar, and voila, you have completed Gods Give Me Strength. A little fun fact is when you do actually do that, you will get a prayer potion in your inventory. So I'm not sure if this is a pretty good method, but it's only one time guaranteed. In which case, make your way to the bank and we'll be depositing everything but a water talisman and the pure and or runed essence, as we will need a full inventory of these bad boys. We will be heading to the Lumbridge swamp, which is quite a run. And don't worry, the frogs, the giant rats will not be attacking you. So if you are a low level with the rune crafting requirement, you are able to do this achievement. Once you're at the runes, you want to click on the runes. Click on the altar. And you should have gotten 100 or more water runes. If not, you may need to do this several times. But again, if you do have the rune crafting level, you will be perfectly fine. Then head outside of the altar and we'll be going west to Draenor, which for whatever reason my game took forever to load, but I have this issue mostly when I do rune crafting altars. I'm not sure why exactly, but it's always this problem when I do rune crafting. Now go to the bank and we'll be taking out 5 mithril bars. Go north, and look, my map finally loaded. So go north, pretty much north of Ugly Betty, I believe. And we'll be clicking on the little trapdoor, which can be very hard to see. So you may need to change your camera angle a little bit. And we'll be climbing down the trapdoor. From here, go east. And right here, there should be an anvil to the north, in which case players will be making a mithril plate body. So click on the mithril bar, and then make sure it is the plate body. Afterwards, you will need to heat the forge back and forth, as this will probably take about 3 to 4 minutes, but don't worry, I completely skipped that because I don't want this video being about 15 minutes just because you see me smithing, so that would be quite a waste. Once the bar is fully filled up, you should get a notification that you have made the mithril plate body and completed all of the achievement diaries for Lumbridge. Once you have that message, we'll be speaking to Ned. So go through the same entrance you went through, and this time we'll be climbing up the ladder or a rope. Then just head to east a little bit. And we'll be speaking to Ned. Option 1 for task system, and he'll be giving you the rewards, in which case, honestly, the Exploring 4 isn't really too good unless you want to superheat items free for about 27 or 8 days, so it could be good, although smithing is extremely AFK, which case that is completely up to you. Now, if you are an Ultimate Iron Man, players will be able to claim a hamper from the cook in Lumbridge that contains 4 to 11 cooked food, which is pretty viable, but I'm not sure if there is enough Ultimate Iron Man that do play RS3. And use your experience lamp on any skill that you want, ideally runecrafting because it's painfully slow. Thank you all so much for watching this and enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment down below any video suggestions or questions you have, and I will try to answer them. And enjoy the rest of your day.